this morning. How are we all? Thanks for joining us. If you're watching on replay, make sure you do a hashtag replay for me. Right, a little bit delayed this morning. I've got both kids at home with a stomach bug. I think they probably ate too much snow, swallowed too much snow, or got it into their system with a snowball fights. Anyway, snow is all around us, which is super exciting. In today's video, we're talking about how to fix your gut. And I think it's important to work out what's firstly wrong with your gut, because there can be so many different things that go wrong. And this is where testing comes in. Doing a comprehensive stool test takes out all of the guesswork. All right, so if that's on your radar, reach out to me and we can sort that out for you. Last orders this week, and then you'll have your results early January. Okay, so there's numerous things that can go wrong with the gut. You could have low stomach acid, which is really easy to fix and really easy to test. We'll talk about that in a moment. You could have low pancreatic enzymes or enzyme output, which really is important for breaking down your food. And if you don't have that, and guess what, ladies, as we age, we produce less digestive enzymes. So that's an easy fix. There could be more complicated reasons for your gut problems, so the bloating, the gas, the discomfort, the acid reflux, IBS, constipation, and that can be due to a really complex range of problems like bacteria taking up too much space in the gut and causing gas, causing discomfort. There could be parasites, there could be candida, there could be mold, and especially when it comes to more serious causes of your symptoms, then it's a really good idea to get a test. But what about some really easy things that you can do at home? Firstly, to test what's going on. So you can do a home test, really easy. If you are not digesting your food and if you're seeing undigested food in your stool and you're really bloated and tired after your meals, then one of the easiest tests to do would be a burp test. And you can easily do this in your kitchen tomorrow morning as soon as you get up. All you need is bicarb soda. Now, I would say most cupboards in the country will have bicarb soda. So have a look in your cupboard, make sure it's not too old. If you're watching in America, I know there's some people in America in this group, then that would be baking soda. But in Australia and the UK, it's bicarb soda. And take half a teaspoon dissolved in a glass of water and drink it on an empty stomach. Now, what you're looking for is a burp in the first 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes generally, but generally the first 3 minutes. The combination of the stomach acid and the bicarb soda should make a chemical reaction that causes you to burp. If you don't burp, then that's one of the first stages of digestion that you're missing out on. That hydrochloric acid in the stomach is not potent enough to break down your food. That can be because of medication, can be because of stress, can be because of your age. Maybe you've always had really low stomach acid and you didn't realize. So if you do the burp test and you don't burp, one of the easiest remedies for improving that hydrochloric acid is, again, something that you may have in your cupboard, or you could easily get. Apple cider vinegar is a great way to improve the stomach acid, and you could take a capful a day, a capful before your meal. So every meal, just before your meal, you could have a little capful, a little shot of apple cider vinegar, and that can help improve the hydrochloric acid in the stomach, and that can help break down your food, and then that can help ease your symptoms. So that's an easy one. That's a good thing to have in your cupboard. The other thing that's really helpful, I find, particularly if you're struggling with low stomach acid and low digestive enzymes, is that you could add in ginger. Again, something that you can easily get from the supermarket or from your health food shop, from your Fruito, and you could slice off a piece of ginger. You can eat it raw, you could have it in a cup of tea, but having fresh ginger root before your meal can add in, to support that stomach acid, can support that pancreatic elastase, and they are the basic causes of bloating. Now, beyond that, I like to break down all of my my program and my tips for healing the gut into 4 areas. We cleanse, we nourish, we restore, and we redesign our life. So in terms of nourish, you really need to be eating real food. If you are eating lots of processed food and all those foods that is masquerading as food, highly processed wheat, refined sugars, lots of alcohol, then you're missing a trick. You're not having real food, and that's going to make your symptoms worse. So I really encourage you to nourish well and, take time to eat your food, to chew your food well, to really slow down your eating and allow that time to feel nourished. All right, when we nourish, we flourish. The next thing is cleansing. So cleansing is about giving yourself a break from the highly processed foods, the alcohol, the refined sugar. And you could do that over a 3-week period or a 1-month period where you really commit to giving your liver a break and giving your digestive system a break, and commit to, swapping out some of those bad habits. And that's where I come in, because I know it's really hard to, cut out alcohol, cut out refined sugar, cut out refined wheat. But when we do it in a program, you get lots of extra support. So that brings me to telling you about the next 8-week guided program that's happening on the 16th of January. And that is going to be, there will be online Zoom calls. It is free to join this program. We will be encouraging you to take 1 scoop of Protein Max, the organic protein powder that I always talk about, and 1 scoop of your superfoods. And I always talk about this because it's interesting. This is really good because it's got digestive enzymes in it, it's got betaine, HCl in it, it's got your probiotics in it. And when you're low in digestive enzymes and you need to improve that gut health, then these ingredients are key, and it's got the antioxidants in it. So the 8-week program, which is free to join, it's a little bit different to my normal Time to Nourish program. It is, there's going to be a supported app, there's going to be Zoom calls, and there is going to be some Mr. Motivator is going to come in and give us a hand in keeping us on track. We will be encouraging you to nourish, to cleanse, and possibly to redesign your life, to restore balance in your gut. All right, so that's happening from the 16th of January. So if you're watching this and you'd like to take part, then say yes, please, in the comments below, and I'll reach out to you and give you a little bit more information. Now, in terms of cleansing, I often do talk about alcohol. As you know, if you've been following me for a long time, you will know that I used to really love alcohol. I used to love fine wine, champagne, all that amazing stuff, and it really stopped loving me back. And I knew that all the work that I was doing on repairing my gut health was being undermined by having too much wine. So in terms of nourishing and cleansing, here's a really good substitute. They say that red wine is really good for your heart. Well, that's a load of nonsense. Ethanol is very damaging for any of the lining in your gut, in your heart, in your arteries. All right, ethanol is a poison, it's a toxin. But grapes, however, are very high in antioxidants, and they are really good for your gut, and they're really good for your central nervous system, really good for your heart. So you could swap out, maybe not all of your wine, but some of your wine over the festive period for organic red grape juice. And you could add a little bit of sparkling water, or you could have it just with juice. You could make a nice Christmas punch with some lemons, some oranges, and maybe a little bit of ginger beer and some red grape juice, and you can enjoy that instead. Alrighty, so please, if you're watching on replay, give me a #replay. If you are struggling with severe gut problems and you want to get some help, reach out. I will put a link to my calendar in the chat box below. And if you've got some specific problems that you want to talk to about in private, you can book a free half-hour call, and I can tell you about some of the packages that I've got that can help you, and some of the tests that I do to help work out what's really going on. Because if it's SIBO, which is a small intestine bacterial overgrowth, if it's Candida, if it's a parasite or two, then the work that's needed, the protocols that are needed, are much more complex than just adding in some ginger and adding in some digestive enzymes. But those will definitely help as a start. So get yourself some ginger, get yourself some apple cider vinegar, and do the burp test. And let me know when you do the burp test how quickly you burped. Pop it in the comments below. Do it tomorrow morning on an empty stomach when you first wake up, and let me know. And then we can troubleshoot it for you. All right? Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. If you're in England, hopefully you're still enjoying the snow. I'm lucky I don't have to drive anywhere today because my car is still covered, completely covered with snow. And both my kids have got tummy bugs, so I won't be going anywhere anyway. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you've ever got a question that you'd like me to cover, please let me know. Oh, and if you want to join the challenge, TBTC, the Total Body Transformation Challenge, that we start on the 16th of January, then you let me know. Okay, have a wonderful day. See you later.